Skin all the way 7T. Back with another EP. And we gonna be here for a little second today, this morning, maybe about, an hour or so. We're about to go over and we're about to walk through this Devin Haney and George Kambosos presser because it's a lot wrong with this interview. And I swear that I'm gonna need a little more than 8 minutes or 15 minutes to talk about this because this boy said a lot of shit. And it's the tone. Hold on. It's this boy said a lot of shit. It's the tone. Hold on. It's this boy said a lot of shit. Me and my bad. Yeah, this boy said a lot of shit. And it's just the tone. It's the tone with this guy. Like, I had to do this shit live so we could really get a full understanding of goofy that how goofy that this guy is, honestly and truly. But we about to walk through this. We about to walk through this interview like right now, like word for word. I'm about to tell you exactly what I think about it. And I don't want to miss nothing. Cause I want it to be fresh on my mind when I heard you feel me. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button when y'all roll on in. Hit that like button when y'all roll on in. Oh, I got 3 people in here right now. I'm gonna wait till I get about maybe 5 people. When I get 5 people in here, now I'm gonna start cooking. We're gonna get exactly into the interview. Like we the tone of George Kambosos in this fight has been real. It's been a real underlining tone. You know what I mean? I'm just be real with you. I feel like George Kambosos, may have a little racist in him. Rather it's a little racist or a lot racist. I feel like that man racist. His tone most definitely is the words he used, and we gonna talk about that. That was good, MP. What the fuck? And I got my 5 people in it, so let's go and get on. Let's go and get to it. We're about to get to it. I got the interview pulled up. We're about to get into it. Y'all smash that like button when you come in. I got the audio and the video. I'm about to share my screen with y'all so we can really talk about it. I want y'all to see this shit.
I'll become champion. Great to see you both here, George.
We about to get it. We about to get it going. We about to watch the interview verbatim. What's good, Ghost? What's good, Ghost?
That's what happened.
We're about to get it going. I'm finna bring my screen up. We about to get going. What's good, Ghost? My guy Ghost said George talking snitches and rats while he helped Manny prep for Jeff Horn in Australia. Oh yeah, Ghost. We about to talk about it. Let me get the screen up. Let me get my screen up so we can get it right. We about to go to a word for word, bar for bar. You feel me? Bar for bar. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. Y'all do, boy. If I hit that like button, y'all come on in. We about to go over this interview right now, though. A lot has been said, man. A lot has been said that don't sit right with me. So we about to have a thorough walkthrough of this shit, man. We about to have a thorough walkthrough of this shit. Can y'all hear me? Y'all got to hear me out, too, because I can't see the chat, right? Y'all ready? Let's get to it.
In the world. So, starting with you, 6 months ago, Madison Square Garden. Tell us how your life has changed since that night. I became more obsessed. That's what happened. I become champion and realised I love this sport more than anything in the world. So
now my first thing here, y'all. What's good, Bruce Goes? Appreciate you sliding through. King James, what's good? Appreciate you. My first thing with this, the teacher those why is he talking about? We finna get it in teacher. Okay, my first thing with this, y'all. The first thing this man said is that since his fight with T.O., he said he realized that he loved boxing more than anything. My first red flag is, why did it take you until you became a champion to realize that you love boxing more than anything? That means that you was okay with just being Manny Pacquiao's sparring partner. That means that you didn't really think that you was going to be T.O. to begin with. That means that really you here in the spot where you surprised that you even hear your motherfucking self. You know what I mean? But we go good. But we go continue. What's good, Bruce Goes? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Bruce Goes. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. We going through this George Kambosos interview, but we go proceed.
I'm very blessed to be here. I made this happen. If it wasn't for me, this wouldn't be happening today here. And bring on.
Now look, another thing he said. He said, "I'm very blessed to be here. I made this happen. If I didn't make this happen, we wouldn't be here today." My thing with that is, do you even sound confident in what you're saying? Do you even believe that you made this happen? You know what I mean? Your tone of it, the tone of what you speaking lets everybody know that you capping. We all know that you tried to fight Lomachenko first. We all know that you even attempted to fight Ryan Garcia. We all know that you did everything you could to do to not fight Devin Haney. You ended up having not having another opponent, and you had to follow through and go fight somebody because your boss had just got a new deal in the contract in which you had to fight. Y'all notice the tone that I get from this guy is he trying to make us believe that he believe the shit that he's saying. You know what I mean? If you really made this fight, if you really the reason that this fight was here, why do you feel the need to say it? But I digress. Listen to him.
June 5th, this Sunday.
And Devin, you have an opportunity to become the undisputed world champion. What does that mean to you?
This means everything. This is a dream come true of mine since a young kid. This is the biggest achievement of boxing, and I can't wait for June 5th to come.
Why are you confident you can dethrone this man, George Kambosos?
Because there's nothing that he can do in the ring that's better than me. And I will show it on fight night. I take nothing away from him. I think that he's a good fighter.
Now I want to stop for a second. Y'all see how Devin Haney is still being respectful of this guy after all these undertone boys and names that Kambosos been called Devin Haney. Devin Haney still is being respectful. He still said, "I'm taking nothing away from him. He can fight." You know what I mean? He's still giving this guy his credit. Where George Kambosos at every opportunity is taking to slight Devin, taking to undermine Devin. You know what I mean? It's an undertone in there, and I think it's a racist undertone with George Kambosos. I think he can't. Respect Devin because he don't respect people like Devin. But I'm gonna let it play.
But I just think I'm on a whole different level.
For Australian fans who haven't seen much of you, what style can we expect from you?
It's probably a show on fight night. I got many different styles to make adjustments. There's many different things I can do in the ring. But on the fight night, we have a game plan and it's gonna work.
You see how Devin demeanor is so calm and so chill. He's speaking clearly. He gets straight to the point. With George Kambosos, it's an undertone. When they ask him questions, it's undertone where he's trying to convince us to believe him. It's like, oh yeah, believe me. He sit up straight, like, oh yeah, I'm just, it's like I'm getting like an uppity, like nigga, I know you be wearing these jackets where you think you a suit and tie nigga, you a boss and shit, but nigga, like Devin said, man, be yourself. Looking like a big ass peanut butter sandwich up there with that bread ass jacket on. But we finna keep going.
First time in 5 years that you fought at home, George. How significant is this fight in your career?
It's great to be back home. 5 years, hard work. Everyone knows the story. I've had to go through every bit of adversity. I've had to earn my belts. Earned them the hardest way. Not like this guy. I've given a present. I earned mine.
Now look, now here we go. Now he said he had to earn his belts. I had to earn my belts the hard way. I wasn't given my belts like this guy. You see the tone, like he's trying to make you believe that he really had to earn his belts. My guy, you've been a champion all of but 4 or 5 months. You ain't even gonna have these fucking belts long after Devin come here and put the beats on your motherfucking ass. You talking like this nigga really talking like he in the royal court and Devin is a peasant. Look at this nigga. This nigga got a motherfucking turtleneck with a goddamn blade jacket on. This nigga look like a motherfucking biscuit. This tan ass jacket on But we finna keep going.
Took the best out. So Eddie's glad to be back home. Glad to have the support.
You see, he said, I took the best out. You see how he talked with so much vigor, trying to get you to believe him? He talking to you as if you don't believe him, and he trying to make you believe him. That's because he don't believe himself. You see the confidence that Devin speak with, he don't got to put no extra on it. But go ahead.
I know that stadium is going to be buzzing with my support. I just love to fight. It's me and him in our ring. So it's a great moment Australian boxing, and I'm very excited.
Incredibly, despite your achievements, I look at the bookies. Tab has $1.70 favourite here. You're $2.20 outsider. Do you feel that perhaps you don't have the respect you deserve?
It's okay. I've been underdog my whole career. I was never meant to be here. So I keep turning up. I am the top dog. I am the top guy. So no problem. You can have me whatever odds, just like I was in the Lopez fight. And I will handle business this Sunday.
Devin, there's been some good banter between the two of you. I've seen you having a few pot shots at each other on social media, and when you had
it was good. Hey, well, I can't see the chat, y'all.
A month or so ago. Now that you see George for the first time, what do you see?
The same George that I always see. He's nothing but an actor. He's put on an act, a facade.
Devin Haney just said the same thing that we all could see. He's nothing but an actor. He putting on an act, a facade. This man is really up here acting like he holier than thou at every opportunity he get. You know what I mean? He be talking about Devin, oh, put a suit on, wear a suit, look like you supposed to be here. Nigga, you was wearing motherfucking the same shit Devin was wearing right after your TO loss. You ain't start that suit shit until you was about to fight Devin because you didn't want to. Looking like a goddamn hot dog in a bun with that ugly ass jacket on. But yeah, go ahead.
I take nothing away from him. I have,
Just like my acting with Lopez.
I have respect for him, and I look forward to sharing the ring with him. And put on a good
Devin again said that he have respect for him.
fight for the fans.
And a good fight for the fans it will be. And George, the fact that you're Greek Australian, we know how prominent the Greek community is here in Melbourne. What part did that play in your decision to choose to fight here?
Yeah, look, it's very important coming back to Australia to defend all my belts, the belts that I earned here in Melbourne. Had to look
Rufus the naked mole rat looking at it, nigga.
here, beautiful stadium, beautiful people, and my Greek population, my Greek people, obviously my Australian people, is amazing. So it's great that everyone's here. Everyone's going to be at the stadium. Unfortunately, as we all know, Devin's father, Bill, is not here at the moment. And again, I have tried my best.
Look at that. Look at all that fake sympathy. Unfortunately, as we all know, Devin's father is not here. You've been talking bad about that man for how many months? Now all of a sudden you said his father ain't there. Nigga, you probably the reason his father ain't there. Fuck is you saying?
To help that situation, but
He said, I did the best I could to try to help that situation. But just look at his energy. Look at his energy towards it. Do this look like a man that tried to help the situation? Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Do this look like a man that tried to help the situation? Broke Johnny Depp looking at that nigga. Do this look like a nigga who will try to help Devin? Just listen to how he talk. But go ahead.
that's on them. But I really don't know how they let this guy into the country, to be honest. I don't think they let informants into the country.
Now, this is my problem. Like, what the fuck? Informants? He said, I'm surprised they let this guy into the country. I didn't know they let informants into the country. Now, to call a guy an informant, do you know what the fuck that mean? You just said, how did this guy get into the country? He's an informant. Now, I don't know where you from, George Kambosos, but informant hold a whole lot of weight where I'm from. But he about to explain why he called him an informant, so we're going to let it keep going.
This guy is an informant. This guy is a rat. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because in the TFM Lopez fight against a foreigner, his own countryman, he was messaging me, telling me all the details, every bit.
Now, he called this man an informant and a rat. And he said, I'm going to tell you why. Now, when I first saw this interview, when he said, I'm going to tell you why, I thought he was really about to, pull up some affidavits and let us see Devin getting people turned in and slammed, for committing crimes and shit like that. When he say informant or rat, when you say it in Devin Haney's community, everybody's eyes are going to get big. Everybody are going to start asking questions. An informant or rat, what you mean? But listen to him.
Theo at the Hoogeliage. Theo having problems with his wife. This is the kind of person. This is the kind of person. This is a rat. This is a rat. This is a snitch. This is an informant. And you know what? This is your countryman, your own countryman. You're going behind his back. So you know what? On Sunday, I'm gonna whip your ass. And you know when you get back to Las Vegas, you're gonna look out for local tea for my Lakers. You'll be looking for you too. Trust me. And if you don't believe me, I'll probably have to shut off his presser.
Now, this man just said that Devin Haney is a rat because he sent him messages and was telling him T.O. is out doing hookah, basically just giving information on, T.O. and what he doing in the lead up to this fight. You know what I mean? So he called him a rat for that because he told him what T.O. was doing, and T.O. is his countryman. Well, George Kambosos, you are historically known to be the sparring partner of Manny Pacquiao. Right? Historically known to be the sparring partner of Manny Pacquiao. Right? So, Manny Pacquiao fought Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn is an Australian. Manny Pacquiao fought Jeff Horn in Australia. And guess who was Manny Pacquiao's sparring partner? I'm going to give y'all a second for that. Manny Pacquiao fought Jeff Horn in Australia. Y'all remember Jeff Horn versus Manny Pacquiao? That happened in Australia. Where everybody feel like Manny Pacquiao got robbed in Australia. Guess who was Manny Pacquiao's sparring partner for their fight against an Australian? The Australian. So for you to say that Devin Haney is an informant is another form of you having something wrong in the inside of you. You having feelings about something that you did, and you trying to throw it off on Devin. It's a part of this whole facade that Devin is talking about, bro. Just be yourself. Just the way you talk, just the way that he's talking. You know what I mean? Sitting up there looking like a motherfucking BLT from Subway with that sandwich spread ass jacket on. I can't get past this jacket, y'all. This boy jacket look like goddamn weasel fur. You know what I mean? But you call him an informant, but you use the wrong term. There's not no informant shit. And first of all, Devin Haney and T.O. are ops. So if he telling you information on him, he trying to help you. So what you basically told us is that Devin Haney helped you beat Teofimo Lopez. And also what I got from this is Manny Pacquiao lost to Jeff Horn in Australia, even though you helped Manny Pacquiao train, which means that you the fucking reason Manny Pacquiao lost with your trash ass because you didn't give him no proper training. With your trash ass, like you ain't helped Jeff Horn, like you ain't helped Manny Pacquiao train for Jeff Horn, and you used the wrong fucking word. That's not an informant. That's not a rat. He don't got no loyalty to T.O. He don't even fuck with T.O. And he thought you was a real nigga. He told you shit to try to help you win so y'all could fight after the fight. He wasn't telling you information about Devin Haney. He telling you information about T.O. to help you win because he knew T.O. wasn't going to fight him. You the fucking snitch. You the fucking rat. And you just snitched and you ratted on yourself. You telling them what Devin did to you on a public platform, nigga. That's snitching, nigga. That's ratting. And you calling him a rat, you the fucking rat. And then you know what else you snitched on yourself about? You helping motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. You told on yourself about it. You helped Manny Pacquiao train for Jeff Horn, a countryman. This nigga contradicting himself. But I digress. Let's get to it.
Yes or no? What's the truth? Yes or no?
That's right.
That's a rat. That's a rat. Is that a rat? That's a rat. That's an informant. That's a rat.
What was the consequence?
Yes or no?
What was the consequence?
Man, look like a fucking slice of bread, biscuit looking at nigga. Man. Motherfucking
Were you not ratting on your own countrymen? Yes or no?
Man, look like motherfucking sandpaper. Take that motherfucking sandpaper jacket off.
This guy acts like a gangster. He ain't that gangster. He's as fake as that belt. Okay? This guy.
He said this guy acts like a gangster. He ain't no gangster. He's as fake as that belt. Real talk, y'all. Have y'all ever seen Devin Haney act gangster? Have you ever seen Devin Haney act gangster? You never seen Devin Haney act gangster. This man is projecting. This man is projecting. But go ahead.
Like gangster, this is informed. You know what? You didn't get to see him because you missed the first press conference. You didn't get to see him. You understand when you want on Friday, and that's the closest you get to him. Show me that fake bill. Where's that fake bill that you really earned? Show me.
He keeps saying, show me. He keeps saying that fake belt. Show me that fake belt. And then what? See, again, he snitched on himself again because this is where he messed up, family. He said, show me that fake belt that you earned. Listen to him. Listen to him.
Acts like a gangster, he ain't like gangster, he's as fake as that belt, okay? This guy ain't like gangster. Why didn't you bring it though? This is informed. You know what? You didn't get to see him. Because you missed the first press conference, you didn't get to see him.
Here it comes.
You understand when you want on Friday, and that's the closest you get to him. Show me that fake belt. Where's that fake belt that you really earned? Show me.
He said, where's that fake belt that you really earned? You know what I mean? So you done told yourself again that he really earned. The reason he keeps saying fake belt, when they introduced George Kambosos, if y'all heard at the beginning, when they introduced George Kambosos, they said IBF, WBO, WBA, and WBC franchise champion. When they introduced Devin Haney, they said the WBC champion. You know what I mean? He keeps saying fake belt, but yet they calling this fight an undisputed fight. You know what I mean? And they calling your belt the fucking franchise belt. But I digress.
George mentioned your father, Devin. How difficult has it been, and how's it affected your preparation not having him here?
Yeah, things have definitely been different without my father here, but
Straight.
the show must go on. You know, this is a dream of mine, like I said, and I wasn't gonna turn it down for nothing. My dad, he installed the right things into me that I'm ready.
And the whole time, real quick, the whole tone of this, I like Devin Haney's posture. I like his demeanor. I like his level of headedness. You know what I mean? People telling me Devin Haney looked uncomfortable. Devin Haney looked uncomfortable. Devin Haney never looked uncomfortable. You know what I mean? This doesn't look like, look, his eyes closed right now. This don't look like a man that's bothered. Do this look like a bothered man right here? Do this look like a man that's bothered about anything being said up there? You know what I mean? First of all, a guy from Australia named George Kambosos can't knock Devin Haney's street credit. Let's get that shit out the way. Second of all, Devin Haney never said I'm a gangster or claim to be street. Devin Haney most definitely said I will beat your ass though. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a gangster to know how to fight. Y'all ain't here to box. Y'all ain't in here to be gangsters. But it's two people on this stage. Devin Haney most definitely most gangster. Devin Haney is most definitely more gangster than your crust bread jacket wearing ass. But let's go ahead.
I'm fighting that I will show it that my father isn't here, but I'm not leaving without those belts.
And this is your first fight outside of America and Mexico. How difficult has that adjustment been coming here and fighting? I guess in such a foreign land for yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
boy ass look like a
ring yet, so we can't say. But other than that, the preparation has been great. I've been getting a lot of love from the fans here, and I can't wait to fight. I'm excited. It's different. This fight feels different for me. It's something that I really can get up for, and I just can't wait.
How can Australian fans support you, George, and give us an idea of the support you've had?
That boy ass ain't got no support. Don't nobody know him in his own goddamn country. Oh, this is the 135-pound division too. I can't see the chat, y'all.
Come back home after you.
I can't see the chat.
Madison Square Garden.
The support is evident already. It's a sellout. The fans, the support of both my countries are there. I feel it every bit wherever I go. They can't wait to see me handle business on Sunday. So to fight for both my countries and give honor to my countries means the world to me. I die for my country, they die for me. I respect every person in my country. I never turn my back on anyone in my country. So not like this guy, but me, my country, I die for.
How much have you had to
He said, I support everybody in my country. I support everybody in my country. You see how he repeating shit? That's because he's trying to get you to believe him. I support everybody in my country. And then he threw out there, not like this guy. I just told y'all this man helped Manny Pacquiao train for Jeff Horn, and Jeff Horn won. He helped Manny Pacquiao train for Jeff Horn, and Manny Pacquiao lost. So you did help somebody train against your countrymen, and the nigga you helped train lost anyway with your bad bitch ass. But I continue, I digress. But I continue, I digress.
Week preparations to fight Haney specifically. What's unique about him?
We brought in some very good sparring partners, but the guy likes to run.
This man, they look at the beginning. This man said, "Appreciate everybody coming here. I make this happen. Y'all heard from me." This guy never had a crowd this big in his home country before, Devin Haney. He keeps saying that because he want to make y'all believe that the people actually there for him. When they know that the people not there for him, them people there for Devin Haney. Devin Haney more popular in Australia than this nigga.
He likes to move. Nothing special. The holes are there.
I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear about this sparring partner thing real quick. I want y'all to hear what he said about the sparring partner.
Look, we brought in some very good sparring for this guy, but me, my country, I die for.
How much have you had to tweak preparations to fight Haney specifically? What's unique about him?
Look, we brought in some very good sparring partners, but the guy likes to run. He likes to move. Nothing special. The holes are there. He's been hurt by an old pensioner in Linares. He was hurt by a little featherweight, bantamweight, judge.
I want to say something real quick. He said this guy likes to run. He like to move. Devin Haney, if you're watching this, or Bill Haney, if you're watching this, don't let that shit get y'all, off y'all kilter. He said he likes to run. Don't. He's saying that to keep Devin Haney more stationary, to try to get Devin to fight him a little more. Devin, fight this nigga when you need to fight this nigga, and box this nigga when you need to box this nigga.
I was there ringside. I nearly fell asleep, to be honest, because it was that boring. But look, Sunday, I get to step inside them ropes and punish this guy.
And you'd have to say the biggest fight, certainly in Australia, since the 2017 Jeff Moore-Manny Pacquiao fight. Just on the world stage, though, George, how big will it be? How big is this going around the world?
This is huge. This is on, obviously, main event, KO Sports here on pay-per-view, ESPN free to air over in the US. It's amazing. This is what the sport's about. I made this happen. I chose the biggest fights possible. I took Yatsif from Lopez, obviously this guy. Everyone knew that I was prepared to fight Lomachenko. That was done.
He said, I took on the biggest fights. I made this fight happen. I took on T.O. You see how he got to say that with so much vigor? He got to say that to try to say that so hard to try to get you believe him, because he know that he didn't pick neither of those fights. Teofimo Lopez picked him. That was a mandatory. You tried to fight Lomachenko. You tried to fight Ryan Garcia. You tried to fight some of everybody not named Devin Haney, to not fight Devin Haney. The reason he keeps saying that he picked this fight, he made this happen, he did this, I did that, is because he know he didn't. He trying to make himself a believer. That's why Devin Haney keep calling him an actor. We can see through your facade, bro. You're not what you say you are. We can see right through that shit, fam. You keep repeating it because you want to make us believe it.
He couldn't make it because of his war. No problem, Devin. Want to step up? And he did. Okay? But he was forced into this. He is not my mandatory. He is not. Are you my mandatory?
He said he was forced into this. The reason he keeps saying that he was forced into this, he said, no, Lomachenko was at war, so I didn't fight Lomachenko. So, yeah, come on, David. He said, but you was forced into this. So how was he forced into this if he wanted to fight you at first and you decided not to fight him, and then you came back to it, and now you're saying that he was forced in this? Was he forced into this? People, if you listen to somebody talk long enough, they're going to snitch on themselves. Was he forced into this, or were you forced into this because Lomachenko was at war, like you just said?
Are you my mandatory?
The government would not put up the money it wasn't against me.
The government had the money for Lomachenko.
Year Loma.
The government was ready with Lomachenko.
And then Loma couldn't fight, so then you had to pay me.
No, incorrect. I could have fought anyone. I could have fought the garbage man outside if I wanted to. But I chose you. You were not my mandatory. I picked you. So
he said, I could have fought the garbage man outside if I wanted to, but I fought you. No, you couldn't fight the garbage man outside if you wanted to, because you're not a big enough name to sell with the garbage man outside. That's why they gave you two choices, Lomachenko or Devin Haney. And you chose Lomachenko, it just fell through with your lying ass, looking like an old motherfucking saltine cracker. That goddamn light brown ass jacket on. Bitch, go to the store and get you a better looking jacket. Looking like goddamn Vanilla Dracula with that long ass jacket. Look at them big ugly ass buttons on that motherfucking jacket. Look at that big ugly ass ring. The buttons on his jacket look like that big ugly ass ring he got on. This nigga look like Jim Carrey with a goddamn. This nigga look like Jim Carrey from The Mask with that ugly ass jacket on when he was in the club and was at the casino. and that was shooting at the casino and shit, and his head got real big. Get your Jim Carrey Jr. looking ass on peanut butter jacket wearing that. And
you know what? You're here, and everything is ready to go on Sunday.
Man, when is the act gonna stop?
Facts.
When is that shit gonna stop, bro? We can see right through it.
And Devin Haney talking about the act where he keep talking like, I'm just so above you. I could have fought the janitor. You're not. You didn't want this fight. I'm the best in the world. I come from the royal court. I'm just so high. I'm majestic, majesty. I'm just, whoa, just get your duck ass out of here. That boy finna put a hurting on your ass. Goddamn, gerbil looking at him.
Just be you. That's all you gotta do is just be you.
I'll never change.
I've never
You're like
changed.
an actor, bro.
The Lapis conference, exactly the same. You know what?
You're acting.
Beautiful. I'd rather be an actor than a rat. I'd rather be an actor than a rat.
You don't know the definition of a rat.
Little snitch. Yeah, go look at the picture.
People in Australia don't even know what rat means. That's why nobody laughed. If he was in America, they probably would have laughed. If Devin said that in America, they would have laughed.
City and the sites you've got around to.
Honestly, I haven't seen too much. I've just been so focused on training, resting, covering. I'm so focused on the fight that I don't care to see much. But after the fight, then we'll see. But as of now, it's from what I saw, it's a beautiful place. It reminds me a lot of where I was born in San Francisco, in like the downtown area. So it's nice, and I look forward to making history on June 5th here in Melbourne.
Okay, we've got an opportunity now. Any of the media here, we've got a couple of microphones on each side. If anyone would like to ask a question or two of George or Devin.
The media getting ready to ask them questions right now. I just stopped this joint to say that George Kambosos look like a Subway sandwich, and that jacket is the foot-long bread.
Now's your opportunity. So if anyone would like to, just microphone over here, please. And go for it. Oh.
George, Melbourne, Marvel Stadium, in your wildest dreams throughout this whole journey, could you ever imagine a sellout in one of the biggest stadiums in Australia?
Yes, I've manifested it for many years. I said it before the Lopez fight, that I'll fight, win all these belts, and bring them back home in the stadium for. So yes, everything I have said has come true.
Cap.
I manifested, I believe.
Look at him. He trying to make us believe
This
again.
is beautiful. Being here in Melbourne, Marvel Stadium, sell out, my people, and champion.
We saw the reaction at the Aussie Open with the great fans. You sort of going to expect that times by 100, I guess, on Saturday.
Times by 50,000. It's going to be incredible. You know, the support from the Greek community has been amazing. The support from the Australian community has been amazing. And I cannot wait for Sunday.
Nope.
Devin, hi. I just wanted to hear a little more about how your training's been going without your dad at your side.
They just asked Devin about how his training going without having his head trainer and his daddy on his side for the first time. And Devin getting ready to answer. Y'all do boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button when y'all roll on in. Hit that like button when y'all roll on in. Greatly appreciate y'all good people. I can't see the likes. I can't see the chat, but y'all hit that like button for your boy. Greatly appreciate it.
You know,
We almost done. We on the back end. We on the back end.
The other day, like how much influence he's having, and can you also tell us about your relationship with is it Yoel? How he's obviously stepped in to help out.
Yeah, my dad has been, coaching me from the phone as much as he can. But at the end of the day, me and Yoel have been getting our chemistry together, and doing our thing together. Because my dad obviously can't be there, so everything has been going great. I feel ready. It's okay that my dad can't make it because we're ready to go. Me and Yoel and my team. I have a great team around me. Great team of coaches that have been training me for a while now, so this won't be nothing new. This is something that I'm still got the same people around me. The only person that's missing is my dad. I got a great team around me, and we're ready to go.
Have you given up on him coming? Is it still like trying to get him into the country? Or
Yeah, we're still working to get him in, but I don't know. It's not really looking like he's going to be able to, but
So he said they're still working to get Bill Haney in the country, but it's not looking like they're going to be able to get him in the country. So we could probably, close the door on that Bill Haney getting in the country thing.
hopefully I'm still praying on it and hoping that he can.
But it is what it is.
And just one more.
If there's any government officials watching this, let the man in. I'm serious, let him in. I want no excuses. Let the man in. It's his son.
He said if there's any government officials listening, let the man in. He don't want no excuses. Fake. Look at him. You know who don't mean that shit.
Let the man in. There's no problem with it. Trust me, there is no issue with his father being there.
There's no problem with it. Trust me. There's no issue. See how you trying to make us believe?
My father, if you don't knock it off.
Actually, George, how would it be if you didn't,
Devin said if you don't knock it off.
Irregular cancer around
Look, I've been doing it for 5 years. I've been going overseas, fighting for little money, for no bills, trying to get my shot. This guy comes to one trip, and I want to get the volume out for him, get millions of dollars. Imagine like he's getting a short end of this thing. This guy's getting millions of dollars, getting an opportunity to get all these.
Y'all knows how he always in Devin Haney pocket. Why you always got something to say about what Devin Haney making or his motherfucking chains or the millions that he making? That's really why you mad. Goddamn, bro, Danny DeVito looking at him.
Shot at the belts.
That motherfucker.
I went and earned these belts against Tifa Lopez. So, look, unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm so zoned in, I'm so focused on June 5th this Sunday.
First question for Devin, Australian Boxing Central here. Devin, how you going? Thanks so much for joining us today. Just wanted to ask you about your training camp here in Australia. Obviously, first time outside of the States. What's it been like? Where have you been training and what have you been up to? Can you describe the experience?
Yeah, training has been great. Team Ellis have, took me on and, treated me like family. So I thank them for that. It's been going as planned. Everything has been going just like it will be going back in the States.
Team Ellis?
I feel so ready. I thank them for that.
Outside of the States, what's it been like? Where have you been training and what have you been up to? Can you describe the experience?
Yeah, training has been great. Team Ellis have, took me on and,
Team Ellis?
Like
Speedy Rashidi?
For that.
Rashidi Ellis?
It's been going as planned. Everything has been going just like it will be going back in the States. I feel so ready. We made adjustments to being out here, but other than that, man, it's great. I'm ready to go.
Thank you so much. And a question for both of you. This is the first time in the lightweight division's history that the division can be unified. It just goes to show that champions or their teams often are reluctant to fight each other, yet you men are sitting here about to make history. Is there a degree of respect between the two of you because of that fact?
All I got to say is, why didn't he bring the belts to the press conference? You didn't get to see him. You didn't get to see him. What the fuck? You didn't get to see him. What was the point of even coming if you didn't bring?
The man said you don't get to see him. What kind of sweet shit is he on? I don't get why he ain't bring. You don't get to see him. You don't get to see him. You see how he trying to act like Devin just underneath him, like you don't get to see him. That's a man that's trying to hold on to what he got. He know he's not about to have them belts long, man. You don't get to see him. You don't get to see him. Look how chill and relaxed Devin was this whole press conference. And look how uptight George Kambosos was. Now I will say this, George Kambosos is good with these mind tricks because he most definitely mind tricked the fuck out T.O. I think he's trying to get into Devin Haney head the same way. And I don't think it's working from Devin Haney's demeanor, but I guess we'll know more fight night. But George Kambosos do be trying to get people with these mind tricks, and he's pretty good at it because he did get Teofimo. Don't think it's gonna work this time though.
Bring the belts. Hey, well, you know what? You missed out. When you
Army fighting for the belts. The government put the money up for the belts, and all the media come out because this is an undisputed fight between the two champions. Why wouldn't you bring the belts?
Press conference on Friday.
He got him a
On Friday,
fucking
I'll send
clown.
him the official press conference. I ain't gonna let a rat see him today. He ain't seen him today.
And final
Hold
question
on,
for
what?
you, George. There are a lot of stars.
Saying, why didn't he bring the belts to the press conference? You didn't get to see
He
him.
said, I ain't gonna let her. And he paused and he said, rat. Listen to it. He said, I ain't gonna let her. Then he said, rat.
Army fighting for the belts. The government put the money up for the belts.
Listen to
All
him.
the media come out because this is an undisputed fight between the two champions. Why wouldn't you bring the belts?
Press conference on Friday. On Friday, they'll send him the official press conference. I ain't gonna let a rat see him today. He ain't seen him today.
And final question for you, George. There are a lot of stars.
On Friday, they'll send him the official press conference. I ain't gonna let a rat see him today. He ain't seen him today.
And
That boy almost slipped up.
George, there are a lot of stars in the lightweight division. We saw Tank fight yesterday. He got the win. Garcia, there's many other fighters in the division that are big stars across the world. Do you think Devin Haney, the man sitting across from you, is the best opponent you can fight?
He's the guy with that half a piece that he parades around. So that's what I want. That's what I will take on Sunday. That's the reason he's here.
I'm the only guy that signed up for this. None of the other fighters were signed up. How was I forced into it? Tell me.
Exactly.
Okay, well, what a phenomenal event this will be. Thank you, everyone.
That's the end of that jump right there, y'all.
Kambosos Jr. versus Devin Haney, undisputed, Sunday, June.
That's the end of that jump, y'all. I had to break that whole down like that. Let me say what's up to the people. Let me say what's up to the people. He was gonna call him an upstanding citizen of God, Alex Alberto G. That worked for you. That's what he was gonna call him. But yeah, let me say what's up to the people. Let me say what's up to the people that came in the bed. Hey, why you so fine? Yeah, no, I'm fucking with you. What's good, MP? Shout out my guy MP. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, MP. Shout out my guy Ghost. What's good, Ghost? Glad you could make it, Pimp. Glad you could make it. King James. What's good, King James? Glad you could make it, King. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, King. Shout out my guy Bruce Golds. Salute, Bruce. What's good, Bruce? Glad you could make it. I got a question for y'all. Did y'all get ads when y'all came in this junk? Because I don't even know if I put it on today, and if I didn't, I'm gonna be extra pissed I didn't. But yeah, man, I had to do that breakdown a little different. I had to do that fight breakdown a little different. I actually never broke down the press conference before in my life. I haven't done a live press conference breakdown in my life, but today it really did feel needed. Shout out my guy PJ's Big Dog. Appreciate you sliding through this jump, PJ Big Dog. Glad you could make it, Pimp. Glad you could make it. Y'all hit that like button for your boy when y'all walk on in. Greatly appreciate it. King Judah. What's good, Pimp? Glad y'all can make it. Glad y'all can make it. Appreciate you, King Judah. Shout out my guy, King Judah. Shout out my guy, King Judah. Who we got? We got Jose Romero. He said Devin Potts was acting crazy. He saw that Devin was texting him. Is his problem? Shout out my guy, Jose Romero. Appreciate you sliding through. I got King Judah, PJ Big Dog. H.I. Young. H.I. Young, what's good, Pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this junk, H.I. Young. Glad you can make it. A1 Hoop Zone. What's good, Pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this junk, A1. Brother A1, what's good? What's good? A1, I did your sit-ups too last night on the camera. It was like 7 people in the chat and like 4 people on the panel. If you don't believe me, though, I knocked them jumps out again for you, A1. Shout out my guy, A1. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Who we got? Alex Alberto G. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Alex Alberto G. Was good, Pimp. Tay, I said my guy Tay already was good. Tay, appreciate you sliding through this junk. Tay, Dwayne Freeman. Boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Dwayne. Glad you could make it. Oh, who else is in the building that I didn't get? Who else in the building? Just Do. What's good, Just Do? Shout out my guy, Just Do. Appreciate you. Glad you could make it, Pimp. Glad you could make it. Who we got? Damn, that jump jumped on me. Who we got? I got Just Do. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure I get everybody. Curtis Swell. What's good, Pimp? Curtis Swell. Appreciate you sliding through this jump, Curtis. Glad you could make it, Pimp. Glad you could make it. Nazay. What's good, Pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this jump, Nazay. Glad you can make it, Pimp. Shout out all the good people. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Greatly appreciate it. Who else we got in here? This is it. Derek Deloach. What's good, Derek? Glad you can make it, Pimp. Glad you can make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Jab that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Greatly appreciate it. Who else we got in here? Yoda Wise. What's good, Yoda Wise Crush? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Yoda. Glad y'all can make it. We just went through the whole interview, y'all. So if y'all just getting here late and y'all wonder why I'm going through saying that by name, it's because you came in here late. Appreciate you sliding through this, John, though. But yeah, I had to break that jump down. Bar for bar, because it was just too much nonsense going on in that junk. Shout out my guy, Coach Joe. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Coach Joe. Glad you can make it. I didn't realize it was that many of y'all in this motherfucker, to be real with you. Shout out my guy, my brother's keeper. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, my brother's keeper. Glad you could make it, pimp. Y'all do your boy a favor. Jab that like button when you come on in. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Danny, he said the whole African supporting David Haney Kambosos will fall by round up now. Shout out my guy Danny in the whole Africa. Danny, do your boy a favor, Danny. Can you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? Greatly appreciate it, Danny. I don't know if it's your first time, but don't make it your last time. Danny, can you do your boy a favor? Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We do this every day, all day. My guy just do going on in about 25 minutes, so we got another 15 minutes to sit up here and kick the shit. If y'all want to come up here, y'all want to talk on it real quick for about 15, we can come up here. We can wrap it about 15. My guy Alex said, "What do you think of the long stare down tee?" I think it was beautiful. I think it was real. I think it was genuine. I think it's genuine dislike here. I think these guys do have a real problem with each other. And I think that it's going to most definitely, take form and show form inside of the ring when they step in the ring. I like it though. I like it though. Kambosos is he not giving me the energy of a scared man, but he is giving me the energy of a guy who is uncertain. You know what I mean about what's going to happen. Devin Haney, he seemed real chill. He seemed real relaxed. You know what I mean? Kambosos has been throwing out bar after bar, jab after jab. At him, insult after insult, and it really hasn't been working like that. If y'all ain't noticed, when the guy is trying to get in his opponent's head, he's insulting the guy. He's trying to get in his head by anger. A lot of the times, if you pay attention, if the fighter that he's trying to get at, don't fall for our games and the tricks, normally the fighter, who's playing the mental game loses the fight because you didn't try out like people who play mental boxers. I've learned that boxers who play mental game, they either lack something and they want to get you off your game to fight a certain way. And that's what I think George Kambosos is trying to do to Devin Haney. He's trying to keep Devin Haney from, using his boxing ability, using his jab and using his length and his movement in the ring. And he's trying to have him sit more stationary in front of him. Again, I dropped a video earlier, about Albert Bell and George Kambosos and how everything, had been going sparring. You know what I mean? We know George Kambosos struggled against guys with good jabs. Teofimo Lopez didn't use his jab at all against George Kambosos, which is how George Kambosos was able to be successful in that fight. Was good, OTB. Appreciate you sliding through this, John OTB. Do your brother a favor, hit that like button for your boy. We just sat here and we just, broke down this goddamn this goddamn Devin and Kambosos press conference. I normally don't do stuff like that, but I had to do it like that today because it was just too much bullshit said in there that I had a problem with, and I wanted to thoroughly, get my points across. But yeah, I think that the mind games that George Kambosos, although he is good, it did work against Tio. Don't think it's going to work against Devin Haney, not at all. But y'all, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. My boy Just Do is about to go live soon, so make sure y'all follow through there. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm gonna come back later on this evening and hit y'all with the evening show, about 1:30, 2:30, something like that, how I do it. Greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through this. John Doe, Skin, the Hardaway, 17. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love. And oh yeah, Kambosos is a clown. Peanut butter jacket wearing that nigga.